Joining us now in an exclusive interview is David O'Reilly, Howard Hughes Corporation CEO. Howard Hughes focuses on creating and operating master planned communities, mixed-use developments, and commercial properties. And you're here on set with us, so welcome. It's great to have you.
Always thrilling to be here.
How do you build better and faster? If you were to advise the Trump administration about policies that are going to make housing more affordable and fix the shortage that we've been talking about for years, what would you say?
Yeah, we really need to figure out a way to address this unit shortage of about 4 million homes that we've seen since the GFC. The two areas that I think we could address that would help that in the biggest possible way: faster approvals, got to come out of the ground quicker, and to think about those states that deliver more affordable homes. What advantages do they have? Municipal financing structure. As a horizontal developer of land in Texas, Arizona, and Nevada, we're able to put in water, sewer, and infrastructure and be reimbursed for those costs through municipal bonds. If we had a national municipal structure that would allow for that reimbursement, land would get sold to home builders cheaper, homes would be built cheaper, the end price to the consumer would come down as well.
How important is something like a SALT cap going away, especially in some of these high tax, more expensive parts of the country?
I think it's been a small part of what's caused this migration from the coast into some of the Sunbelt cities. The bigger part is quality of life, quality of education, connectivity to nature, and short commutes to work. That drives more decisions than the incremental SALT tax change.
How does the first-time home buyer market come back, considering the low inventory, the high price points? I mean, how long does that take, and where do you see it happening first?
Well, I think the breaking point in terms of home prices coming down is going to be tied to how quickly mortgage rates come down. Right now, with mortgage rates in the high sixes, mid sixes, the lock-in effect is still real. And until that lock-in effect abates and more supply comes onto the market from the resale side, we're going to be entirely dependent on new home construction to meet demand. As a result, pricing is going to remain elevated, despite the fact that new home construction pricing has remained on par with existing inventory, where it used to be at a premium. So I think that we're seeing some strain in the system, but until mortgage rates come down and supply increases, we're not going to see prices come down.
Is it possible for there to be a significant shift in the housing market supply-demand dynamic without a major recession?
I don't know. I think that would be a double whammy for the housing market, right? New supply comes on with mortgage rates coming down and less demand because of a recession. It could hit hard. For now, we don't see those rates coming down. We see demand outplacing supply, and we see home builders in a scramble to get their hand on the raw inventory they need to keep working, which is land. The country's at an all-time low at finished vacant developed lots, and we're one of the few horizontal developers that have those lots, thousands and thousands of acres to sell to these home builders. So we see 2025 shaping up as a pretty good year for Howard Hughes.
You also develop office space. What are you seeing in that market right now?
We've been the beneficiary of migration, not just residents coming into our communities, but businesses coming into our communities, chasing that well-educated workforce that left post-pandemic. As a result, our Class A office space in the Woodlands is entirely full. Same in Nevada, same in our Class A space in Columbia. And it's been because these companies have relocated their businesses into these business-friendly, warmer, quality-of-life cities that are giving their employees the ability to see their kids at night instead of an hour commute on a train.